morning, boys and girls, mom and dad out there. Thank you for tuning in. This is Nurse Judith from Broward Children's Center. And today we want to talk about the elephant in the room. So what is the elephant in the room? COVID-19, coronavirus. So today we're going to talk about the coronavirus and what you can do to protect yourself and taking steps for precautions for your family and for your loved one. The first thing we want to look at coronavirus is a germ. Again, it is a germ. And as I said, some germs are so small you cannot see them. They're called microorganisms. And the coronavirus is so small you cannot see it if it's on your hand or on a surface. So therefore, we encourage you to wash your hands. We're going to do that song one more time. Wash your hands, wash them clean. Wash those germs you cannot see. Wash your hands, wash them clean. Wash those germs you cannot see. So it is so important, boys and girls, to wash your hands. And that will keep you from any virus or bacteria, any germs from entering your system. So we're going to look at the step of hand washing. So look at the step of hand washing first. You have your dirty hands here. You want to make sure you turn on the faucet and wet your hands. Then you get some soap and you create a lather. And you make that lather a good 20 seconds or more. Washing your hand, washing the back of your hand, the side of your hand, between your fingers. So you make sure you create such a ladder, get between your fingers, get the back of your hands, and between your nails, and wash your hand dry. Then you rinse your hands, dry with a paper towel. If you're coming from outdoor, I suggest you dry with a paper towel and toss in the bin. It's okay if you're at home, you can also put a towel, but you want to use a paper towel if you're coming from the outdoor or you touch anything that you think may have the virus. That's one step. Now, as I said, the coronavirus, it does affect our respiratory system the most, okay? So whatever comes through our mouth, it either goes into a respiratory system or it goes to your GI tract. So very bad bacteria, virus, and different germs can get into our system and affect our respiratory system or our GI tract. The coronavirus so far affect the most is our respiratory system. So you'll see that if you get it in your system, it goes in your throat and goes into your respiratory system. That can lead to fever. So you may have a fever if it gets into your system, very high fever. It may lead to coughing because as it affects the lungs, you'll start coughing. Sometimes you may have a sore throat, and maybe that's where it is at the time when you start having the sore throat. And then other times you may have nausea and vomiting. Some people have stomach ache, some have diarrhea, and some go as far as feeling weak and lethargic, and we call it malaise. They don't want to move, they just want to sit in one place, but you do not want to do that because that's what the coronavirus wants to take over your body. You need to move around, stay active. What I'm talking about, go outside. Sit on the patio, get in the sunlight, sit up straight, deep breathing, breathe deeply in the lungs and get your lungs some deep breathing exercise. That will help you fight this virus. Because if the virus affects your lungs so bad that you can't breathe, that is a problem. And some people do have respiratory distress where they have to go to the emergency room to get oxygen, they have to go to the hospital to get oxygen. So you don't want to get it to that stage. You want to make sure you take a lot of deep breathing, move around, stay active. And the same thing for those who may have pneumonia. You don't sit around, you move around and you stay active, practice your deep breathing exercise. So it is important that you do that. Another tip I want to give you, every morning you get up, brush your teeth, you want to rinse your mouth, gargle your throat with warm, salty water. You can also put 1 or 2 drops of tea tree oil in your warm salty water and gargle your throat every morning and every night, just in case you pick up that virus. You will get rid of it while it's in the throat so it doesn't get into your respiratory or your GI tract. Okay, again, tea tree oil. You can get that at any Whole Food store. Maybe you can even get this at maybe some of the food store may do sell tea tree oil, but it's good to check your herbal store. For sure you'll find it there. Or even a beauty salon, you can find it there. So ask for tea tree oil, 1 or 2 drop, gargle, and make sure to spit it out. Again, spit it out. Do not swallow it. Gargle, move all that bacteria, because what the purpose of killing the bacteria, and you're going to swallow it back. So go there, kill it, and spit it out. All right? Okay, let's go on. Some things we're looking forward to. We practice hand hygiene. That's, again, washing your hands, wash them clean, wash the germs you cannot see. So you want to make sure you wash your hands. The other one is known as respiratory hygiene. And that's when you cough or sneeze, you cover your cough. You can cover your cough with your hands, and your sneeze, just make sure to wash your hand immediately after. Some people may have a tissue. You can use a tissue to cover your hand. And most of all, you want to use masks, especially if you're in a public setting, going about in the community, wear your mask. If a family member already have the virus at home, wear your mask. And the family member need to wear a mask when they're around the other family as well. So you put on your mask, see? Make sure you use the string. Always use the string. Try not to touch the face of the mask. Use your string to put on your mask and secure it around your face. Make sure that it is sealed. Take a good clean breath, because some people are allergic to different masks, especially the colors and the different dyes. So you want to make sure you can get your good cleansing breath through your mask. If it doesn't work for you and you start having a reaction or a headache, then the dye may be a problem. So you may want to change the mask to a different colors. And you see different colors. So work with what's best for you. Now to remove the mask, you simply use the string again to remove your mask, okay? So you'll be seeing a lot of family and friends and even some children do wear masks. Now, the next thing to do is social distancing. You have to exercise social distancing. Put your arms apart, make sure there's nobody 6 feet close to you. In the supermarket, be careful. In the supermarket, you have certain direction. Follow the direction in the supermarket. Sometimes you have to wait outside in the line until the next person can get in, because there are 3 things we want to avoid with this coronavirus: close spaces, a close space, and crowded places. So you want to avoid close contact to others, close places, which is a small area, and an area where there's a crowded space. So you want to avoid those places, because you never know who have the virus. Not everybody shows signs and symptoms. Not everybody is going to be looking sick. The thing is that some people are asymptomatic, including those maybe in your home. And so they're passing the virus on to others without knowing they're infecting others. So with precaution is wear your mask, because you do not know who you're around that may have the virus. Other things you can do. Again, avoid the crowded places, the close spaces, and close contact. That will help you, especially if the person is sick. So you want to avoid those that are sick at this time. If they're sick, they have their own room and their own bathroom. It would be wise. And the other family members share the others, because that person has to cough and spit and different things happen. And so you don't want to get into those droplets. Remember, coronavirus is spread through droplets. Droplets from your mouth, droplets from your nasal passage. If they get into your eye, your nose, and your mouth, that will be their gateway into your system. And again, I say you can use tea tree oil to gargle every morning, 1 or 2 drops, inside warm, salty water to gargle your throat every morning and every night, just in case you pick up that virus. It doesn't go beyond your throat, because the part it's going to affect the most would be your respiratory system. And so you want to stop it there from going any further. Exercise. Exercise, even if you're sick, try and do some exercise. Again, we talk about deep breathing, a lot of deep breathing. And you can put on your mask and go for a walk outside. Do it. You can go pick up the newspaper. You can take out the garbage. Do something. Keep yourself active and moving. And be sure to wash your hands. If you touch the garbage or the newspaper or the mail or the package that arrived, the grocery that comes in, make sure you wash your hands. And a good cleaning of the grocery would be nice. As I said, you can use apple cider vinegar with a little water to clean your fruits and your vegetables. And you may want to just wash the containers, like the milk jar or the orange juice jar. You can wash those off in a little bleach and water to make sure you remove as much germ as possible, because the person who stocked the grocery, chances are they may have had the virus. So you do not know. So you want to take precaution in what you bring into your home. Drink plenty of water. I cannot stress this enough, because a lot of people, because of the sickness or you're not feeling well, you may not be tempted to drink water, but you need to drink water, especially if the water is hot beverage. Stay with your hot beverage. It is more likely to kill the virus in your throat before it gets into your respiratory system. So you want to use a lot of fluid, a lot of water, coconut water. I like to recommend Pedialyte, not Gatorade, because Gatorade will dehydrate you. So you want to make sure you take Pedialyte. Gatorade only has sodium and potassium. That's not enough for your body. So you're going to go with the Pedialyte. Coconut water, that's a very good thing to hydrate you, as well as herbal tea, because if you use the caffeinated, it's going to dehydrate you. This is not the time to fool around with the caffeinated beverage, because they do dehydrate you. And the sugary beverage make your immune system weaker. So you want to stick with water, coconut water, Pedialyte, okay? And these things will help to hydrate you, and your herbal tea. Other things, your vitamins, your minerals. The best vitamins you can have is a multivitamin. Have your multivitamins. You can go to the mega store, the Whole Food, get something straight from the plant-based instead of from the manufactured. So the pharmacy, I wouldn't recommend those vitamins, but I would recommend something from the Whole Food or something from your GMC, something that is plant-based. You know that there's a lot of fruits and vegetables is in that vitamins. So you want to make sure you get your vitamins, especially your vitamin D extra, your little vitamin C, a little extra vitamin, and zinc and selenium. Those are good to fight the coronavirus, especially your zinc. Your zinc inhibit the multiplication of the virus. And so that's why you want to get the zinc in your system. Not more than 30 to 50 milligrams. Keep it lower, okay? So that's your zinc. Make sure you get your zinc each and every day with water, coconut water, as well as your tea. Your tea, which is a little lime or key lime in it. Just make sure you have a lot of vitamin C as possible. Your fresh fruits and your vegetable will take care of that with your vitamins. To stay healthy and strong, we can't stress it enough. As you're fighting this coronavirus, you need to sleep. You need a good night rest. 7 to 9 hours of sleep each and every night. That helps the healing process and help your body rejuvenate and energize and make you feeling better quicker. Okay, so you want to make sure you get good night rest. Various things you can use. Melatonin is one. You can use that to get a good night rest. Another thing you can do is to turn out the lights. Turn off the blue lights, get off the screen, and turn out all lights, and you can increase your melatonin naturally. Another thing you can do is called cherry tart, and try and get the unsweetened one, and use 1 or 2 tablespoons in 8-ounce glass of water, and drink it before bedtime. That will help you maintain your sleep. Again, that's cherry tart. Get the unsweetened, 1 or 2 tablespoons in 8-ounce water will help you sleep. Other things, stress management, I cannot say that enough. Walking outside, that's good because you get your sunlight and you also get your exercise. So you get 2 happy hormones right there. You get endorphin and you also get serotonin. So you get 2 happy hormones there. Do it. It will help you relieve some of the stress. Exercise, yoga, deep stretch, breathing exercise, all these things. Some people meditation. Do your meditation. Do whatever works for you. As long as you're alleviating stress, a massage if it get that far, get your massage, a therapy if it get far. Do what is best for you. Because when you're stressed, there's another hormone increase and it's known as cortisol. Cortisol is high and it elevates your blood pressure and your blood sugar. So you don't want to be dealing with a high blood sugar when you're trying to fight the coronavirus. So try and reduce stress as much as possible. Delegate. Get everybody in the house to do something. Delegate and try not to do it on your own. Create an environment of nurturing and safety.